Okay. So hello, everybody. I'm Michael Brandt of cxexcellence.com, and today I would like to present an initiative to you that I came across as a judge in the European Customer Centricity Awards 2021 in the category Crisis Management. And to present this initiative to us, I'm delighted to be joined by Monika Hruba, who has been responsible for the past 5 years for customer experience design at Česká spořitelna. Hello, Monika.
Hello, Michael, and thank you for inviting me.
A pleasure. So, Monika, first of all, can you give us a little bit of an introduction of your company?
Of course, yes. Česká spořitelna is the largest bank in Czech Republic. We are part of Erste Group, and actually our tradition and broad distribution makes us integral part of Czech society. So you can also say that on every square of Czech Republic there is 4 typical buildings. There is a church, pub, sport club, and Česká spořitelna. We were founded in 1825 with a clear mission to fulfill the needs of underprivileged customers. And at the moment, we have huge impact here and footprint. We have more than 400 branches, 1,800 ATMs, almost 10,000 employees, and 4.5 million customers from various segments of retail and corporates. So that's our story in a nutshell.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. So, so tell me, what was the background for the initiative that you entered into the European Customer Centricity Awards?
Yes, I think like many of us know and experience COVID in the past, and it influenced our lives in many angles and many cases. I mean, because of our purpose in the past to help underprivileged people and also to society, we have the feeling that the COVID impacted life of the people very much. And there is probably a possibility to go beyond the traditional activities expected from the bank. So we were, of course, helping the businesses and our customers to overcome the shortages in their finance. But we also felt that there is some space which was not very much, covered by government, because everything happened very quickly. And when we were looking at our customer base, we find out that we have like really a lot of people in the older age who were not so much, cared about by somebody else, and who were not able to register and overcome the technological barriers, how to treat COVID, how to get the vaccination, and all those things. So looking at the close relationship we have with our customers, we are thinking that we can do more than just the financial help.
Okay, great. And so how was this executed then? So what actually happened? What was the initiative then?
Yes, so the idea was very quick. It actually rose quite spontaneously because our government, who were slightly behind in the actions compared maybe to other countries, introduced the system of registration for people, for all people. And the first group which should be vaccinated were people above 80 years, which is relatively sensitive group. We have a lot of those customers in our customer base, and and many of us experience it also at home, where we have to help our relatives to get through the process. And we said, maybe if we are struggling to get through the process, maybe other people do as well, and our customers probably as well. So we decided that we will help them to go through the technical issues and all these procedures in order to help them to get the date and actually get vaccinated if they would like to. So we actually spontaneously created a group of people starting from CX. Then we also invited people from our call center and people from CRM. We look at our data, and we actually quantify the potential, like how many people we have. We texted really nice message, because we didn't want to push anybody to be vaccinated, but we wanted to offer help if they would like to do so. So we created the process. We managed to secure the capacity of the call center. We prepared really nice script, because for those people, we have to be really careful. We have to be maybe slower than normally. And we launched the initiatives, which was like in a short, actually sending the SMS that we are here to help, that the line is actually free, is open anytime, and if they would like to use it, they have to call to this number. And there were sitting people with really nice script, actually prepared with open procedures to help with the registration, and they did step by step the process, which finished actually with getting the date for vaccinating, but also actually answering all the questions those people have in their mind and maybe were not answered by somebody else. And we utilize the relationship. We utilize also the trust we have as a bank, and like just offered nicely the help which was needed at the time.
That's fantastic. It's lovely to see a bank, showing this care for the community. That's really great. What kind of discussions took place within the company when you first started thinking about this? Was it easy to implement? Was there any resistance at all from anybody who thought maybe this is a difficult thing to do, or maybe you shouldn't do it? Or...
Yeah. Yes, it's a good question, because of course, I mean, it's always like the discussion, like whether this belongs to the bank activities or is not, whether we are interfering with something we should not do. And we have a couple of discussions, but I have to say that overall, it was like really on a nice flow of the goodwill that we wanted to help. And we were really thinking that, addressing if we are not pushy enough, or if we are able to structure it in a way that is not bothering customers or like giving them the option they don't want. But we have also discussion about the like if it fits to the bank activities, because we are regulated business. We have some area where we should operate by the government, by the law, and everybody. So we have also those discussions, because they are part of that. But I must say that also, and sometimes it's complicated, right, for CX and risk to find a balance of like things which are maybe beyond the traditional area of financing. But those discussions were very nice, and I think they moved the company forward, because we find that yes, we can do that. There is some law requirements. Then if the activity is not profit, then you can do that. So then we said like, well, that's perfect. We can really help in this area and still be in the line which is required. So those discussions probably have also the nice side effect that we are nice group of people like already working with the compliance guys, with guys from risk, and they are trying to find a way how to do it also properly by the law and by the rules. So but I feel like those discussions, especially for CX area, are really refreshing, and I think like they are moving the things forward, because you are just thinking like like they are giving you the opportunity to do the things out of the box, and maybe opening the doors for the next activities and for the next activity as for the bank as such. So I really appreciate that this happens. It takes some time, not very much, because we managed to do the activity very fast. I mean, we started with a pilot on 26, and actually the full project was launched on 25. There are just few days, like maybe 5 days of discussions and preparation. So we managed to do that, but I mean, this part happened, and I think it's always like when you do something like out of the box, then you have to just check if the box is fine.
Sure, no, absolutely. But and I must say, the thing you talked, you mentioned, the compliance people, looking for ways to be able to do it, that is. That's novel, and I think for them it was probably also very motivating. Yes. It was probably very motivating to have a project that really meant a lot. That they wanted to not look for obstacles, but look for ways to get around it and do it. And yes. And that's great. Yes, absolutely. So once the project, obviously, COVID now is Well, I wouldn't say that it's on the decline if I look at the numbers, unfortunately, but I think we're coming to terms with it, and I think the expression is we're learning to live with it, maybe. What was the feedback that you got, once you had, basically finished the initiative? And
yes, actually, we addressed from our customer base, there was like around like 83,000 people in this age, which also like fulfill the requirements that we were able to contact them, and they have all these like phone numbers and things which we needed. We received actually 4,000 calls, and finally we registered more than 1,000 clients. So it was like 26% of the income calls were those people who really get the date because of us. So I mean, in a nice things, we can say that we are responsible for 1,000 people being vaccinated with our help, which is like really perfect, because I think that those people will probably not get their date soon enough, or maybe not enough, because it was really like very vulnerable group of people. And as you can imagine, like when you are 80 and you have the process which is done in online world, you have to receive PIN 1, PIN 2, then it's complicated. So probably they're not able to manage the system by themselves. So we are really happy, and this was the main outcome. I actually didn't expect even such a big response. We said like it's our opportunity, and probably like it's necessary that we do that, but it's great that it turns into the real action, and this happened. So that was perfect, and we were over happy with that. And then of course, like as a side effect, because there was some communication about that, media also like took the part of that, and they noticed the initiatives, and also our clients, because like everybody has everybody at home. So like even families of our employees, but also people outside the company, they notice it. So we also get some additional, like positive PR, which turns also into the nicer figure, like we are tracking some image attributes, so those which are related to the company and the social responsibility rise also a lot. So it was nicely recognized by the public. So if we can just look at the numbers, we have, for example, the level of trust reached the highest figure in the history and scored above the competitors' average. We have really strong reaction on Twitter, Facebook. It was like more than 1,600 likes, 200 or even more comments on Facebook. Then on LinkedIn, it creates similar reaction as well. And we also have seen the increase in our customer experience index, which improved in that time by 10%. So it was really nice. Yeah. And what was also good, because there was discussion about in the company, like some employees, as we have 10,000 of them, they were also asking, is it something what bank should do, or it's like opening? So at the end, with this open discussion about like, yes, this is the topic, and we as a bank, we are part of the society, and if the society is not well enough, then it's our it's mandatory that we are helping, and that the success of society is also success for bank. So finally, those open discussion in the company were also good. So even the internal NPS rise at the time. So we have like 5%, like just quarter to quarter, and people said like, yes, I'm proud to work for Česká spořitelna. So it was like the top attribute at the time, because they felt that we are really doing the difference. And then like especially I think like it also was that the group of old people, the seniors, always like it's a question like how society values them, and it was, I think, nice deed to help especially those guys. And I feel like we were also having, all of us, the goosebumps when we were listening the calls from the call center, because it was totally different than, I mean, I'm speaking now very fast, but it was like totally different calls, like full of like really nice words. It was like very slow, very vulnerable. Those people are really nice and appreciated the care. So I think it was like time to time, you don't have this purely business feeling. Sure. You really do something which is just having nice, caring moment, and it's a humanity in it.
That's lovely. That's great. Super. So now, that's finished. Is there any possibility for similar projects or initiatives within the company?
Yes, I think it created, like that feeling that it is possible, even as we discussed with, the compliance and risk guys, and also that you can do the things which are not planned in your, KPIs and those things, because I didn't mention that, but we did it like on top of our normal routine.
Sure.
So like, I feel like it was like volunteering for doing that, and it was like really nice energy in this project. So with this all, we get probably the feeling that we can do that. And unfortunately, the world at the moment is also serving us opportunities which we maybe didn't look for, but they are existing. So I think shortly after, we had a tornado in one of our region, which totally destroyed like 3 villages. And at the time, we did something similar. So we created a unit which looked after that, and created mobile, like units, helping them, offering special product, which were of course not with the margin. So it was like really special. So tornado was one thing when we worked with the firemen and helped there, like in a way that, for example, our outdoor posters were used and shipped there as the covers for the roofs, which were taken. So it was like really nice activity there. And now with Ukraine, this is the freshest project at the moment. We send, of course, the financial helps and everything, but the practical thing, which I really appreciate very much, is that one of our building was turned into the accommodation for Ukraine families. So we have at the moment, it's starting just now, actually we are opening today, 150 families will be accommodated in our building, because as we are all working on a home office and everything, we just managed to somehow like do the magic, and the building is now prepared to host the families. There are like beds and kitchens and washing machines and everything. And for us, it means that the employees can also help on the spot. So we are, I think, like doing the things like bed sheets and preparing all the things, and our management is also supporting this idea. So I think it's a like good start and good energy used for any other project in the future as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, unfortunately, you didn't win the crisis management category in the Customer Centricity Awards last year, but you did win in another category, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, we actually apply for a category, the team, a customer experience team, and there we won. We were actually scoring as an overall winner, and that's maybe even nicer because it's actually evaluation for the people who are behind that. And like a couple of years before, we were a bank which didn't care much about the customers, or care, but among other things. And now it's something we want to do much more. And there is a group of people, about 200 people, which have their like the main topic they are doing every day at work is actually doing the things around them better. They are incorporated in each squad in small units, and those people were something which was not existing at the beginning, and now I think they are doing great job. So the category was named from zero to hero, and I think like also because of those people, these activities, for example, as this COVID crisis management was done, because those are the drivers behind that. So I don't mind, like here for this category of COVID, the main actually success and happiness was that those people were vaccinated and we helped. And then we have the bodies which can help in any other future initiative as well. So
that's great.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Well, congratulations on that win, anyway, and also congratulations on such a great community-minded initiative, which I must say, it really impressed me, and I felt the need to try and give it more exposure to the CX community at large. So thank you very much for joining me today, Monika. It was a pleasure talking to you. And also good luck in the future with all your future initiatives.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you for inviting, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure.